what this channel is about is really encouraging people to walk. And oftentimes when we have our device, that kind of immobilizes us because we're so focused on the information on our device that we're not doing anything else. So if you're sitting, please at least stand up, or if you can walk in place while you're watching this video, whatever the case is, please just do something. But I wanted to talk about today was our ancestors. Before the car, the automobile, think about how much walking they did on a daily basis. Now, of course, they had horse and carriages and so forth, but let's even go back before the horse. I mean, think about the amount of walking people did back then. And even during that horse and buggy period, not everyone owned one. So think about all the walking that they did. I would like to think that these people were in pretty good physical shape. As a matter of fact, I've actually watched a couple of YouTube videos. I don't know if y'all have seen some of these videos where they actually have video footage of interviews of elderly people that was taken like in the early part of the 1900s. And they're interviewing these people who are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And actually, one lady was over 100. A couple of ladies was over 100. And these people look, I mean, they looked incredible for their age. In fact, the lady over 100 was dancing with the interviewer. They took a moment to stop and they showed her dancing. But these people, even though they were older, they just had this spark of life to them that compared to most seniors today in our society, you know, we often associate them with being on oxygen tanks, a lot of medication. And I'm not saying that back then that didn't exist. I'm sure, you know, that they had their health problems as well. But for the amount of people that they had interviewed, the amount of senior citizens that they had interviewed, it was amazing to see their vibrancy and just how much strength that they had at that age. And a lot of them looked younger than what they appeared to be, especially the lady, I think she was like 102 or 103, dancing on her front lawn with the gentleman who was interviewing her. So look up that video on YouTube. I know that's really random, but you know, I don't know what the video would be under. It's been a little while since I've seen it. But just, you know, type in, you know, older people interviewed 1900s or something like that, and it should pop up. But my point is that we have really gotten away from that quality of life where they were really getting way more footsteps in the day than we are. We struggle to get 10,000 footsteps in a day. Now imagine people with no car, they had to do manual labor, they were walking. I'm sure they were getting well over 10,000 footsteps a day. On this machine, in less than 3 hours, I can get 10,000 footsteps, easy, in less than 3 hours. That's why I like this system so much, is because if you're trying to hit a goal of your footsteps, this is the easiest way to do it. It's a no-brainer. You know, you just press the start button. I do about a mile and a half. Sometimes I'll do 2 miles per hour. I have even done 3 miles per hour, but it depends on my workload, if I can maintain my work and go at that speed. But usually I'm in between 1.5 and 2 miles per hour. So it's just a stroll, but at the end of the day, you're getting in like 10 miles. So think about what our ancestors were. If we lived back then versus now, what would our activity level be like? Now, I like the time period we live now because we do have a lot of great inventions that have made life so much more convenient, but they've also handicapped us, has kind of disabled us in certain aspects. You know, especially if we're sitting all day. We know that sitting is worse than smoking. the effects of sitting all day long, even if we're exercising for an hour at the gym, it doesn't counteract the negative effects of sitting down all day. That is powerful. Something has to change. Sitting is not normal. Sitting all day is not normal. So I encourage you to analyze your system. What is your setup? Can you recreate what our ancestors did, 300, 200 years ago by walking regularly? So give this some thought. Please add a comment to tell me what your thoughts are, and let me know if you find that video, and let me know your thoughts about incorporating a treadmill desk. Can this become the new norm in the office environment? Instead of having sit-down desk, a lot of environments have graduated to a standing desk. Can we push a little bit further and graduate to a treadmill desk for our employees? Perhaps we'll have better quality work, better production, less stress, happier people, maybe people getting along better, because it's been proven walking reduces stress and actually has the same effects as certain antidepressant medications for depression, mild depression. So it's something to think about. I'm not going to keep going on this video. I'm trying to make this short and sweet. But please comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. My name is Jay with Tread Effect. Keep walking.